Today's goal is to thock. My first time trying to put a board together or make a board with the intent of it to sound thocky, as thocky as possible, almost maybe. So I got the Aula F65. Don't know what's going on with the keycaps. It's never happened to me before. They're just flying out the gaff. What's going on? Haunted, I guess. But at least it was just the top row, so obviously something to do with it. I will be honest. I was very pleasantly surprised with the stock materials inside of this. Like honestly, it's a board you could buy and just put switches in and done. It was like you'll see in a second, but it had like two materials on top of the plate with the foam beneath the plate. No, two materials on the board. It had like a thin clear one and then the white foamy one. Then the layer for the switch foam. What's it called? The plate foam. Plate foam. There you go. Two layers of the thing on top of the PCB, and it had like a good layer of silicone in the case. You kind of see there. So I remember when I first opened it, I was because I was ready to put plenty of my own stuff in there, but I was like, oh, there's no much room to go with, so didn't do loads of much. Just one layer of tape foam because I was pleasantly surprised to see there was this sticky foam on the back of the PCB, which is I don't think I've seen that before. But so only one layer, so then it doesn't like interrupt it, like get in the way, because you can see the way it is, it's kind of cut out, so like it hugs it. Yes, I remember I put the cables in before I relayed the oh my god, let me take this cable. So I don't know what the kind of cable is called. It's like different to ones I've done before, but it's like super thin, and like you have to lock it in place. Oh, it was so frustrating. Honestly, that's my one thing. It's a great stock board, but wow, that cable's so annoying. It's just it's so fiddly and tedious. But yeah, so couldn't do much. I thought let's put some switch foams on it, and I will say I don't think I'll ever have a attempt or a day where I've had every single switch foam like perfectly aligned. It's impossible. At least half of them are wonky. I feel like that's maybe it's a skill issue. Maybe that's what it is. Pretty quickly done with the interior of the board because again it was amazing with how much was already in there. I was very surprised. Okay, so yeah, I was originally going to use these foam switch films, right, to try and hopefully further, maybe not quite dampen, but further help the sound of the switches more thock, whatever. But if I'm being honest, I've come to find out I despise switch films. They are just so frustrating. They never stay in place. Again, this could be a skill issue, and if it is, that's just me. But and for how tedious it is, and don't get me wrong, I can use them, I can get them done, but like the length it takes me just to get a few done, because like every time I think I'm there, I'll go to close the switch. Oh, it's moved a few millimeters and now it's out of place. I find it frustrating. So I thought if I ever want to recreate this build, or if I ever want to service it for someone, or recreate the build, it's like it will just save time and everything. Having to do those films. Films are the bane of my existence. The plan was, because these the board came with pre-lubed stabilizers, right? I was going to soak them isopropyl, whatever, alcohol to, hopefully remove it and stuff. So then I could, because ideally I want to holy mod them, right? Give it, as dampen as much as I can and as better as I can, stabilize the sounds, However, so I did that. I got the good stuff. Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I've got the wrong stuff. It's not strong enough. I don't know. But it worked, but not enough, because I took them out. I tried to put the little bit of foam on to do the funny holy mod, but they wouldn't stick. And maybe I'm doing the wrong method. Maybe I got to scrub it with soap and water, soapy water instead. I don't know, because I thought you could just soak them in the alcohol and that would do the job, but that's something I've got to work on. So I ended up just default lubing them, just brushing the stems, housings, whatever, and then the classic dielectric grease for the stabilizer wires. So I then wanted to fill up the space bar in this material that is a common thing, help reduce hollowness almost. And so I originally used the masking tape, But then I remembered and saw I had this this like foam tape, which is very handy because obviously you need it to be sticky so it actually stays in there. And I thought that'd be good because it's thicker than the masking tape and hopefully more absorbent. Hopefully. Anyways, time for the all important, the main event, the sound test. All right. Closing thoughts. I think I'm happy with it, but I'd definitely be happy to go tackle it again because there's multiple like differences I'd do. You know, example, I would get a new separate like pair of stabilizers so I can do what I want to them without having to try and remove the the factory lube, and maybe put on some SA keycaps, not sexual assault, but the profile of keycaps, because I believe the thicker, taller keycap, the more deep of a full sound compared to cherry keycaps, for example. And maybe if I go with the intent for full on again, I'll maybe get over my fear and my phobia of switch films, as much as they annoy me. But yeah, most importantly, I hope other people like it, if it intrigues them or anything. So yeah, that's the goal, isn't it? If anyone is here listening, thank you very much. Voices.